Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome once again to the distinguished halls of Mr. Magazine, the only sanctuary where the glittering surface of celebrity life is peeled back to reveal the complex human narratives underneath. Tonight, we travel to the vibrant heart of Spain, where a collision of two distinct worlds, high society aristocracy and global television stardom, has created a spectacle that has left the gossip columns breathless. We are dissecting the encounter between Tamara Falco, the daughter of the Marquis of Grinan, and Yaman, the Turkish phenomenon who continues to redraw the map of international fame. Before we step into the studio where charm met crisis, I must ask you to ensure you are subscribed to our channel. To support our independent, high-quality storytelling, please consider clicking the Join button to become an elite member of our community. Your likes and comments are the ink with which we write our history. Do not hesitate to make your voice heard. The Spanish entertainment world is no stranger to glamour, but it had been a veritable age since it witnessed a high-profile encounter of this specific magnitude. It was not merely a meeting of two celebrities, it was the intersection of two distinct cultural royalties. On one side stood Tamara Falco, the daughter of the late Marquis of Grinan, a woman whose lineage is woven into the very fabric of Spanish society and whose half-brother is none other than the global music icon Enrique Iglesias. On the other stood Yaman, the charismatic titan of Turkish television, whose arrival in Spain was akin to a state visit by a foreign dignitary. Movistar++, in a stroke of casting genius, selected Tamara to conduct an exclusive interview with Yaman, a decision that led the press to declare her the woman many envy before a single frame was even shot. Yaman had descended upon Madrid with a singular purpose, the premiere of his highly anticipated magnum opus, El Turco. This series, a historical epic inspired by true events, recounts the harrowing and heroic tale of Balaban Aga, a soldier fighting for survival during the Siege of Vienna in 1683. While the series promises to be a visual feast, the real drama unfolded not on the battlefield of Vienna, but in the television studio where Tamara Falco awaited him. Known for her disarming naturalness, her aristocratic simplicity, and her propensity for endearing gaffes, Tamara was expected to be the consummate host. However, as the cameras began to roll, the script flipped. The interview became the captivated audience. From the moment their eyes met, it was evident that even the most seasoned socialite was not immune to the Yaman effect. As the conversation flowed, a palpable shift occurred in the studio's atmosphere. Tamara's professional demeanor began to dissolve, replaced by a radiant, almost girlish excitement that she struggled to conceal. The turning point came with a revelation that seemed to shatter her preconceived notions of the handsome actor archetype. When she discovered that Yaman was a practicing lawyer with a law degree before he ever stepped in front of a camera, her reaction was visceral. Her eyes widened, and a genuine exclamation escaped her lips, provoking laughter from the studio audience. "No way! How wonderful! You're not only handsome, but also intelligent." Everything was a surprise. It was a moment of pure, unscripted delight, the realization that the man sitting across from her possessed a mind as sharp as his jawline. This moment of discovery raises an interesting point about how we perceive stars. We often focus on the aesthetic, forgetting the intellect behind the image. I would love to ask you, our discerning viewers, do you think the industry often overlooks the academic backgrounds of actors, focusing too much on their physical appearance? How important is intelligence to charisma? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And remember, if you value these deep dives, hitting the Join button helps us keep the lights on and the stories coming. However, no great meeting is without its complications, and in this instance, the complication came in the form of a gastronomic crisis that will surely go down in the annals of tabloid history. Tamara Falco, who proudly holds the title of MasterChef Celebrity Champion, decided to employ the age-old language of food to impress her guest. Before the filming began, she personally entered the kitchen, a gesture of immense respect, to prepare a spread of traditional Spanish delicacies. "I prepared some Spanish dishes for him," she joked to the camera, a wink to her audience. "I know a lot of people are jealous right now, but I was hired, what can I do?" The table was laden with anchovies, tortillas, and croquettes, the holy trinity of Spanish tapas. What began as an innocent tasting session quickly devolved into a test of honesty that left the studio in stunned silence. Yaman, known for his blunt sincerity, did not adhere to the polite script of false praise. Upon tasting the anchovies, he politely but firmly rejected them, stating, "These aren't to my taste." The tension in the room tightened. But the true surprise came with the tortilla. Yaman, demonstrating a cultural fluency that caught Tamara off guard, critiqued the texture with the precision of a food critic. "Let's have a runny tortilla, or one that's not quite set," he suggested. Tamara, laughing in disbelief, exclaimed, "He even knows the word occurred." "I was born in the 80s, back then, tortillas were always overcooked." The climax of this culinary drama, however, centered on the croquettes. Yaman, who had developed a palate for local flavors like mojo pecan and gofio during his filming in Tenerife, leveled a critique at the croquettes that struck at the heart of the MasterChef champion. "The bechamel sauce was a little overcooked," he noted. A heavy silence fell over the set. It was a breach of hospitality protocol, yet delivered with such disarming honesty that it was impossible to be truly offended. Tamara, ever the quick thinker, tried to salvage her reputation with humor. "Look! They're going to take away my MasterChef title. I came to ask about your show." It was a scene of charming chaos, charisma, intelligence, and a failed bechamel sauce creating a memorable television moment. Yet, the story does not end in the kitchen. In the digital age, the aftershocks of such an interview are often felt most strongly on social media, and this event was no exception. As viewers dissected the chemistry, the glances, and the now viral phrase "you're as intelligent as you are handsome," a scandal of a different sort erupted. On a promotional post for the interview on Movistar Plus+'s Instagram account, a comment appeared that stopped scrollers in their tracks. It read simply, "I adore Tamara, she's so nice." A sweet sentiment, certainly, until one noticed the author. The comment had been posted by Tamara Falco's own official account. The internet erupted. Accusations of a fake account mishap spread like wildfire. Users gleefully theorized that Tamara had intended to praise herself from a secret, anonymous account at Finsta, and had forgotten to switch profiles. Comments like "the devil loves fake accounts," "this is a whole movie," and "at least she didn't buy bots," flooded the platform. It was a moment of profound human error that humanized the aristocrat, making the entire spectacle even more delicious for the gossip-hungry public. While Tamara has maintained a dignified silence regarding that fake account debacle, Mr. Magazine has gathered insights from the shadows. Leaked information from the socialite's inner circle suggests that her initial reaction was one of laughter, though she did not anticipate the snowball effect of the blunder. It is described as a moment of distraction amidst the adrenaline of the premiere. But perhaps more interesting is the private confession she allegedly made to close friends after the cameras stopped rolling. Far from being offended by the croquette criticism, Falco reportedly confided, "He's even more impressive than he seems on screen. And he's not arrogant, which is very rare." This encounter has done more than just generate headlines, it has acted as a golden touch for the promotion of El Turco. Industry commentators suggest that the series is now positioned not just as a period piece, but as a cultural bridge opening up the international market. Following the overwhelming interest in Spain, exceeding all production expectations, rumors are now circulating that similar high-profile tours are being planned for other European capitals. Yaman has once again proven that he is not merely an actor, but a phenomenon capable of navigating foreign cultures, even if he stumbles over the bechamel. As the dust settles on this whirlwind visit, only one question echoes in the exclusive circles of Madrid: was this encounter merely a professional obligation, or does the intense energy reflected on screen foreshadow future surprises between the aristocrat and the Ottoman? For now, the only certainty is that Yaman has left an indelible mark on Spain, and Tamara Falco has cemented her status as the protagonist of a gossip moment that will be referenced for years to come. We hope you enjoyed this detailed chronicle of a meeting that went down in history. If this story entertained you, please do not forget to subscribe to Mr. Magazine. Activate the notification bell so you never miss a beat of the celebrity world's rhythm. And please, if you can, click the join button to support our channel. Your contributions allow us to continue delivering these in-depth narratives. Like, comment, and share. Your engagement is our motivation. Until next time, keep your eyes on the stars, and check your bechamel. Goodbye.